Can you imagine a 500 microphone taking down a multi-million-dollar missile? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what's happening in Ukraine right now, and it's rewriting the rules of warfare forever. Get ready to discover how the most surprising innovation on the battlefield isn't coming from stealth jets or smart bombs, but from something you probably have in your pocket. The story I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. Before we dive into the mind-blowing details of this technology, if you love to understand the more geeky and strategic side of conflicts, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave us a like, and please, tell us in the comments where in the world you're watching from. Your interaction helps us immensely to keep bringing you content like this. Ukraine is redefining warfare with a network of cheap microphones and cell phones that don't fire missiles. But listen, this ability to hear and hunt the enemy is terrifying Russian drone operators and astonishing NATO generals. The origin of this innovation is unexpected. Respicha, a Ukrainian AI company famous for cloning celebrity voices for Hollywood. With the Russian invasion in 2022, CTO Dmytro Belivtsov and his team pivoted to defense. Despite the apparent distance between voice cloning and missile detection, both rely on sophisticated audio processing and machine learning pattern recognition. The algorithms trained to distinguish human voices could, it turned out, identify the acoustic signatures of military threats. Working with Pavlo Tsyupka, E3 Engineering, and Marian Sulim, Ukraine's 125th Territorial Defense Brigade, the team created Zvook, Ukrainian for sound. The challenge was immense, detecting missiles and drones amidst everyday background noise. Initially, accuracy was only 50%, but with continuous training and real battlefield data crucial for addressing the domain shift problem, the sound of a distant missile differs from one nearby. Zvook achieved 0 false negatives by 2022. This means it never failed to identify military equipment, though it occasionally triggered false alarms. Zvook's hardware was remarkably simple. Curved acoustic mirrors concentrating sound onto sensitive microphones, processed by a small computer running AI algorithms. Its effectiveness was quickly proven, detecting a cruise missile just 4 hours after the first station was set up. However, initial deployment was limited, around 40 stations, and detection ranges were modest, 3 miles for drones, artillery, 5 miles for missiles. Nevertheless, Zvook proved the concept. AI-powered acoustic detection was viable in combat, with miniaturized hardware and at a significantly lower cost than traditional air defense systems.
Zvook's success led to the challenge of expanding acoustic detection nationwide. The solution came from 2 Ukrainian engineers working in a garage. Their approach focused on simplicity, cost-effectiveness, and rapid deployment. General James Hecker of U.S. Air Forces in Europe described it simply as a microphone and a cell phone on a 6-foot pole.
This was the birth of Sky Fortress. Sky Fortress represented a fundamental shift from high-tech stations to a much simpler distributed sensor network. Its effectiveness relies on acoustic triangulation. 3 or more sensors detect the same sound, and tiny differences in arrival times allow for precise source location, much like GPS uses radio signals. An estimated 8 0 to 10 zero acoustic sensors have been deployed across Ukraine as part of Sky Fortress. This vast network offers redundancy, wider coverage, earlier detection and constant tracking, and, crucially, precision. Multiple network sensors generate exact coordinates, flight paths, and speed estimates. Sky Fortress's cost-effectiveness is remarkable. The entire network cost approximately $54 million, less than the price of 2 Patriot air defense missiles. Each sensor costs between $400 and $500, making the system highly scalable. Its operational effectiveness is impressive. In a 2024 engagement, Ukraine successfully intercepted 80 out of 84 incoming Russian drones, 95% accuracy, using this acoustic detection combined with mobile fire teams. Despite its success, Sky Fortress has limitations. Detection ranges are still modest, and the fixed nature of the sensors requires new deployments if front lines shift. These limitations spurred the next phase: mobile acoustic detection. German manufacturer Quantum Systems is developing this capability for its Vector drones. These drones act as mobile acoustic sensing platforms, providing detection coverage wherever they can fly. The acoustic sensors, developed by Wells Acoustics, a Quantum Systems subsidiary, are tiny, finger-sized, weighing just a few grams, yet can identify artillery and mortar fire at up to 10 miles. This is a fundamental evolution. While Zvook and Sky Fortress were primarily defensive, these reconnaissance drones are active intelligence-gathering platforms that can locate enemy artillery positions. Instead of waiting for threats, the military can use them for search and destroy missions without relying on direct visual contact. Acoustic detection by drones offers clear advantages. They are passive, emitting no detectable signals, making them harder to locate or defeat. They can also pick up enemy movement sounds, even when the drone is hidden. Planned AI enhancements for vector systems will allow them to distinguish between different types of artillery and mortar systems, providing detailed intelligence. The system is also designed to automatically orient the drone's optical sensors toward detected gunfire, enabling immediate visual confirmation and detailed reconnaissance. This eliminates the time lag between detection and response. Vector drones can compress the entire counter-battery cycle, acoustically detect enemy artillery, visually confirm the target, and immediately transmit precise coordinates for rapid engagement. Mobility is another crucial advantage. Vector-equipped drones can conduct deep reconnaissance missions into enemy territory, transforming acoustic detection from a primarily defensive tool into an active intelligence-gathering asset for offensive operations. However, these drones have limitations. Smaller detection ranges than radar, they are reconnaissance, only no offensive armaments, vulnerability to bad weather and intense background noise, and reliance on network links. Quantum Systems expects deployment by summer 2025, remarkably compressed development cycle.
NATO's enthusiastic response to these Ukrainian innovations highlights their impact.
NATO is studying not just what Ukraine achieved, but how they accomplished it so quickly and cost-effectively. This suggests traditional Western military development processes may be outpaced by Ukraine's agile solutions. The cost implications are enormous. While traditional air defense systems require massive investments, Ukraine's acoustic detection uses lower-cost technologies with effective results. This contrasts sharply with NATO's lengthy acquisition timelines, 5 to 10 years, given Ukraine developed 3 iterations in just over 3 years. The networking and data fusion capabilities demonstrated in Ukraine's systems suggest how NATO could enhance its air defense, combining acoustic detection data with radar, optical, and signal intelligence for greater reliability. Vector integration may lead NATO to overhaul its surveillance and reconnaissance approach with multi-domain sensor platforms. The JTEC, Joint Analysis Training and Education Center, in Poland, jointly operated with Ukraine, is actively researching acoustic detection possibilities. However, limitations like environmental factors, range, and countermeasures mean acoustic systems may not entirely replace radar. There's also the risk of Russia and China developing their own countermeasures. Yet, redundancy through combining all 3 systems, Zvook, Sky Fortress, and Vector, can provide comprehensive and effective coverage. This remarkable development highlights 3 key implications for the future of warfare. Innovation from small, private teams. They can outperform large, traditional government programs. AI advancements. AI, enhanced drones, can reduce the need for human operators. Miniaturization. Smaller, lighter, and more power-efficient systems enable integration into even smaller drones or individual soldier equipment. If this technology proves effective, other nations will likely develop similar capabilities, shifting regional balances. Russia is already reportedly copying Ukrainian designs. For NATO, the challenge is integrating these lessons and the benefits of Ukraine's rapid development cycles while maintaining their own quality and interoperability standards. What we've seen today is just the beginning. The war in Ukraine isn't just a military conflict. It's an innovation lab shaping the future of defense. Your thoughts are incredibly important to us. Leave a comment with your biggest surprise about this technology, share this video so more people can learn. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next analyses on the world's most important developments. Thanks for watching.